I'm joined today by two gentlemen who happen to be brothers, right? And today is the International Day for Drug Abuse. So today is the International Day to raise awareness against drug abuse. And I'm so absolutely impressed the fact that it is young men, right, who are taking up the cause of advocacy for drug abuse in Nigeria. So to my right, I have Everlasting Hope Otu. I hope I said that correctly. And to my left,
Otu Odudu.
It's great to have you guys on. I won't take up too much of your time. This is going to be a quick fireside chat. And so International Day of Drug Abuse, what's that about? Why are you raising advocacy for that?
Okay, first of all, for over 30 years, we have been celebrating the International World Drug Day. This came as a result of the UN resolution in 1987, which was implemented fully in 1989. So since 1989, we have been working on seeking modalities, measures to reducing drug use, substance abuse globally. And it's part of one of the UN core pillars, which we as national NGOs are striving to actually achieve these goals. And bringing it back home locally, we know that in our environment, we have a lot of cases of drug use, drug abuse in Nigeria. Take, for example, Kano is one of the hotspots of drug use where a lot of children, teenage youth between the ages of 15 to 35 have been affected, which has also affected out of school children, because most of those people that have used drugs can no longer attend school. So it's now a multifaceted problem that we are trying to actually curb in Nigeria. So this day, the World Drug Day, affords us the opportunity to actually disseminate more information and bring awareness to the general public and trying to find means to curb drug abuse generally.
Thank you very much, Odudu. So I want to stop with you for a minute. Was there a personal reason why you took on this particular cause?
Yes, there's a personal reason. I had a friend. We used to work together. A very young boy, enterprising old man. After I got into tertiary institution in Yola, I noticed he hung with the wrong crowd. And before I knew it, he couldn't handle himself and got involved in drugs. As I'm talking to you, that boy is in the States in a rehabilitation center now. His dreams of being a medical doctor has been thwarted. So because of that, not being able to see him, I said, okay, personally for me, I'm going to take up the call to actually see how we can rid the society of drugs.
Can you name some of these drugs? Because a lot of us, when we hear drug abuse, we're used to hearing the usual tramadol, codeine, right?
We had an outreach just recently in Nasarawa State, and this was one of the questions that came up. There are a lot of drugs now, drugs, and also drugs over the counter, because one of the children asked that, okay, what about the drugs that we buy from the chemist? I said, even buying some particular kind of drug that is not prescribed by a doctor is actually drug abuse, and many people have been taking those drugs, abusing those drugs, even painkillers. So Nigerian right now for psychoanalytic drugs, those drugs, over 30% of Nigerians are abusing that drugs. Drugs like cannabis, drugs like marijuana, drugs like even this vape. Those are part of the drugs that we are trying to curb. Vaping is very, very rampant in all these private institutions where the students actually had to take them. And because of that, they are not able to fulfill their dreams. So we have cannabis, we have marijuana, we have...
But codeine has been banned, but you cannot purchase
yes,
codeine.
You can't purchase it, but people still find way to get those substances. And that is why we try to raise awareness to ensure that those substances are totally rid of our streets.
I was going a different direction. Earlier when we spoke, I said, is there no woman on your team? And you said the women on your team, because of the volatile nature of what you do, so they spend more time counseling and doing a lot of therapy. What led you in particular down that route? Was it something? Was it therapeutic? Was it an advocacy? Because he had a friend. What about you? Did he just I have this friend that you come with me, let's go, and I want to talk about this. I want to raise awareness about this. What was your own story?
I've been in the NGO space for quite some time. My role in
the organization is I work as the director of donor relations. There's no initiative that we intend to carry out that you don't need funds.
Absolutely.
So I write to people, individuals, philanthropists, and we have agencies that are also involved in doling out funds. For instance, today's this year's theme is prevention, and investing in prevention. So it means that we need funds. The global statistics state that about 64 million people more than are taking drugs, injecting it. In Nigeria, it's about 14 million people, according to NDLA, as at last year's report. And today, drug abuse have gone beyond transit. Before, in time past, you hear that people are in the airplane and they get caught for smuggling drugs. Now they don't do that because they have a market within the country.